Hello everyone and welcome on day 10 of Advent of Cyber. Today's task is focusing on SQL injection. So let's start with the first question. Manually navigate the defaced website to find the variable search for. What is the first web page you come across that contains the gift finding feature? So first things first, we have to start the machine, we copy the IP address, and this is the web page. So now if we check here, you can see gift search, and what we're looking for is a search form. So if we click here, it takes us to this part of the page, and then we can do start my gift search. If we click on that, you can see that we have a gift search, and this is the web page that we need to submit as an answer. As you can see, this is the answer to the first question. So analyze the SQL error message that is returned. What ODBC driver is being used in the back end of the website? So first of all, what we need to do, we need to search for the gifts using whatever age or budget. And now if we try to change any of these two values, you will be able to see that if we put a single quotation mark, enter, as you can see, we get an error, and the error says Microsoft ODBC driver 17 for SQL Server. So this is the driver for the ODBC, and if we paste it here, you can see that this is the correct answer. So now it says inject the 1 equals 1 condition into the gift search form. What is the last result returned in the database? So what we need to do now, we need to go here and inject the 1 equals 1 condition. You can also see it over here, somewhere up here. Let me find it. Yeah. So this is the SQL injection. Let's copy it and paste it here. And if we now press enter, you can see that we get all the entries of the database. And what we've been asked to submit is the last value of the result. So we need to go down. And as you can see, there is a flag, a THM flag, that answers the question. Let's submit this. So now on the next question, what flag is the node file grid str? What flag is in the node file grid str left behind on the system? So first of all, we need to get access to the system. And how are we going to do this? For now, we know that the web page, the website is vulnerable to SQL injection. So now we're going to use this SQL injection to be able to get a reverse shell and access to the server. So how are we going to do this? First things first, we have to go here and enable a tool called XP CMD cell. So to do this, we need to use again another injection. This is the command that we need to execute. I'm gonna come here, paste, and now you can't really tell if the command was executed, but we're gonna try to see if it was really executed. To be able to do this, we're gonna try to get remote code execution on the server by creating a payload and then uploading this payload on the web server. So now let's create the payload. What we're going to do now, we're going to generate an MSF Venom payload. We have to go to the terminal, paste this command, MSF Venom -p so on so on. It's over here, and here on the L host, you can see that says your IP address here. In my case, the IP address is the IP address of my machine, and in this case it's this one. In your case, if you're using the VM of the TryHackMe, like the TryHackMe attack box, you will find it on the information of the of the box, or by doing ifconfig, like this command over here. You can see it. It says machine information icon at the bottom, or running this command. So now I'm gonna hit enter. As you can see, we are generating a reverse TCP on this port, on this IP, and it's gonna be called reverse.exe. The execution of the command is completed. We have to do ls, and you can see that the reverse.exe file is here. I'm gonna clear the screen, and now we need to move this exe file to the server. To do this, we have to start an HTTP server on our machine. We're gonna do this by using Python HTTP server. It's this command over here. Copy it, paste it, and what we do now, we say, I want you to start an HTTP server on the port 8000. As you can see, serving HTTP on port 8000. And now to be able to access the HTTP server we just started on our machine by the web server, from the web server, we need to copy this command over here. It's another injection, and paste it here. And now there is your IP address here on the URL. Again, we need to use the one we used previously. To be able to find it, you need to do again the same thing, ifconfig, or if you remember it. Okay, now I'm gonna have to paste it here. And if we hit enter now, if we hit enter now, again, you can't see anything on the website, but if we go back on the terminal, you can see that we had a request from this IP address, which is the IP address of the website we're trying to attack, and we had the GET request that was trying to access the reverse.exe file, and this means that it was moved to the Windows temp reverse.exe folder, like the Windows temp folder, as a reverse.exe. So now that we moved the payload in the web server, we need to execute it. First, we need to start a netcat listener. To do this, we have to do nc. I'm going to stop the server, the HTTP server, clear. We need to do nc-lnvp4444. The reason why we put 4 fours, it's because when we created the payload, we said that I want you to try to connect on the port 4 fours. This one over here. And now that we're listening to the port 4444, we need to execute the payload. To execute the payload, we need to type this command on the website. And now, again, you see that there's nothing happening on the website, but if we go back to the terminal, we have a connection from the web server. And now we have access to the web server. So let's go down and try to answer the question. What flag is in the node file grid str left behind on the system? As you can see here, it says that we have to navigate a bit in the users of the system or the administrator folder of the system. That's what I'm going to try to do right now. Let's go back to the terminal, cd 2 dots to go back, and then / 2 dots again to go back. And now we are on the C drive. Let's do dir. Then we have the users over here, cd users, dir cd administrator. So we have the administrator folder over here. Let's try to access it. We can access it, and then dir again. Let's see, we have the desktop documents. I'm going to try to go to desktop. Like in the previous tasks, that was the place that the files were normally stored. Let's try to do dir. And as you can see, we have node.txt, restore website.bat. So what we need now is the flag in the node file. So we're gonna need to do type node.txt, and we get the contents of the node.txt file. And as you can see here, there is a flag also. We're gonna copy the flag and paste it. And this is the correct flag for this question. And our last question, what is the flag you received on the home page after restoring the website? To be able to restore the website, as you can see here on the desktop, there is a restore website.bat, and we need to execute this. Bat is an executable. So we need to do restore underscore website.bat. And once we run the bat, you can see that we have website restoration completed. Please refresh the home index.php page to see the changes and obtain your flag. Now let's go back to the website. And as you can see, on the home page of the website, we have the flag. And now if we take it and we paste it over here, submit, and that's the correct answer for the last question. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something new. SQL injection is one of the most common attacks in cybersecurity and penetration testing. And see you guys on day 11 of Advent of Cyber.